Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's class. And tonight we would be moving straight to completing what we started during the last class, which is creating a dashboard. We started creating a dashboard. We just want to fill up every other things that we've got here from this particular side. I think is very, very important, right? We're able to get this, and we're able to also fill up the total clients that we had, the average salary that we had. We're able to do that also. Then we have the logo of the name of the shop here and the dashboard. Then the next are just the pins. So we'll see how to adjust and do whatever thing we want to do here. And everything we are going to do is going to be from air, right? So first thing first, which I think we discussed on the last time. During the last class, we try as much as well to tell ourselves different charts and when we will be using those charts. Different charts and when we can use those charts. Who can tell me when to use charts in different charts in Excel? When to use different charts for analysis, right? Different charts, right? In analysis. When do we use them? Hello, are you there?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir.
So I think we discussed that on the last class.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
It
so when
we use different charts when we want to maybe compare, or we want to have a comparison. We want to have maybe an height. Maybe if you are dealing with price or increment, we're going to use the bar chart to know if a price is going high or a price is coming down. When it comes to maybe a variation, we
okay,
use bar charts.
okay.
We use line charts it's um,
We want to show
when
trends.
the
Trend.
trend. Yes, our trend. We use line
Okay.
chart for trend.
Okay, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Those are the three or four major types that we'll be using. So we already know, please note this, very important. Note it, very important. If you are using a column or a bar chart, we are comparing values across different categories or items. Note them, like exactly the way he said it. We are comparing values. If you are using bar chart or column charts, we want to compare values across different categories or items, right? Second one, we talk about pie charts. We want to show proportions, right? Or distributions, proportions in terms of sizes, right? If you are showing, for example, we will see, I won't tell you anything. Just note those, note them. Line charts, if you want to show trends, I want to see trends over a period of time. Most of the time, that's what we use. We want to show trends or change in value over a period, right? Most of the time, we talk about months, temperature. So we are talking about temperature, we are talking about months, we're talking about humidity, right? We can use line charts to do that. Scattered plot graph diagram. We use that to show relationship between two sets of data. We use that to show relationship between two sets of data. I think it's important for us to note that also. Important for us to note that. Having said all those, so coming down here, so what type of chart do you think we explain these stories better? This story we are trying to talk, what type of chart we explain it better? Hello, can you hear me? You can tell me what type of chart, based on what I've just discussed now, what type of chart do you think will explain these stories better? For this first one,
Bar chart.
bar
Bar chart.
bar
Yeah, bar.
charts. Hmm.
A pie chart
Yes. Why? Why did you say pie chart?
because he's having two value. The pie chart like you'll be showing female to male, so it's giving us the proportion like to
Yeah.
know the quantity, something like that.
Yes. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. So the first thing we can do is I can remove this grand total. So how do I remove this grand total? Just click on that particular grand total. Right click. You will see remove grand total. So once you do that, it is removed. So we just click on this particular one. Remember we used pivot table to do it. Come to insert. From insert, we just do pivot charts. Don't do recommended charts, do pivot charts. So we go straight to pie chart, right? And we either use donuts, can you see? Or we use this, right? Can you see? Or we use this, depending on which one you want to use. So personally, me, I might want to use this and click on OK. I can raise it up. So what I want to do is there are so many things I can do to it, right? So the first thing first is just remove all the field buttons. So you can see hide all the field buttons. That's finished, right? So the next thing is the colors. If the colors are not in line or in sync with whatever thing I want to do, of course I can remove it or change it. Another thing is this particular title, I can remove it. If you want to remove this, we come here, remove chart title, right? Once you remove chart title, we can also say remove legend. If you feel like removing legend, right? That's another one. So the next thing is just for us to just right click, then go to format chart area. So once you do this, you will see that we can do border, no border line, right? So we've been able to finish the border line. No fill, it is now empty, right? So depending on the color, if this color feels well, whatever we want to do, we can easily put it up. So we can just come here, click on everything again now, press Ctrl X, which is going to call, then come here and press Ctrl V. Can you see where we have it now? We can just drag it. Let me just drag it here. So let me reduce it. I don't want to separate it. I'm not separating it. So, can you see? So we can make it bigger or even smaller, then longer. Can you see now? So there are different things we want to do right now. So we can come back here and check which name do you think we can give it. We can give it count of gender or gender, right? Client's gender or customer's gender. We can say client's gender, right? Then depending on the colors and the likes, we can just say client's gender. So how do we do it? I can just come here, copy this and paste, just hold down my control key. I can drag it down. So which gives me the exact thing I'm looking for, just the way we started it during the last class. So I'm going to do C here, clients, then I have gender here. So that works better. So next thing I need to do is to bring in perhaps an icon, then write my own legend, right? So I can do legend in terms of bringing shapes. Let me quickly do that of legend just for you to see how it works. Can bring in shape, small shape. Can you see? Then change the color to, what's the color of this? I can say this, yeah. So this is going to be male, and this is going to be female. Then I can just hold down my key now. So this would be female. So yeah, well, I want to make sure I get it right. I don't know why it's not working. Okay. Haha. Yeah. So, you can change this from that color to, I think this is the color here. Yeah. Then I can drag this down again. So this time around it's going to be smaller, very small, and the font inside will also be small, very small. Then the font inside will also be small. This is male. So that's how to make it smaller. That's male. That's for the female counterparts. Ah, can you see? Can you see the way we've been able to get that out? So the next thing we're going to do right now is to get our, what's it called? Our icons, right? And the way we normally do it, we're going to do it the exact way we normally do it. So how do we do it? We go to flat icons. Let me quickly just do it again, just for us to also know that. Go to flat icons, free, press this, go to that site. The site will give me icon. So I'm looking for, what am I looking for? Client's gender. I just do gender. Look for gender icons. So we don't want to pick either icons I want to pick. These are icons that we can pick from, right? So let's pick this. Just see, we should pick it. This one. So I can just do copy PNG, just the way we normally have. Come back here, do your Control V. So I can make it smaller. So we are done with this, right? Another thing we can also do here is to also add data labels. We can add data labels and see where we can put it. Best fit, that is where it is best fit. Can make it call out, no. Can make it inside then, no. Inside there. So best fit is okay. So from there we can as well come and also change the color of the text. Can as well change the color of the text. So how do we do that? You just click on this. Can you see? Click on it. Text options. Can you see? Solid. These are colors that we have. We can change it to maybe a deep black, maybe, if that would make sense. And with this deep black, you can come here and say, I want a reflection or a shadow a bit. And that's all. Do you have an outline? No. Do you have preference? No. Do you have gradient? No. I think we are cool. So I'm cool with that. So everything I've got here is nice. So I'm done with this particular path. So the next one is for me to go back to my analysis. So we've been able to check the total number of male and the total number of female. Check that ourselves and we are good to go for client gender. So we come back to analysis. Let's go to the next one. We have married, we've got married and single, right? So this time around, we want to know the total number of people that are married, total number of people that are single. It's also very important. We can also know that. We can do that. All right. So with this, I can just remove the granddaughter, just like I said I did the last class. grand total. Where is it? Remove grand total here. Remove grand total here. So can you see? We are left with this and the no. You understand what the no and yes means? Yes means total number of people that purchased the bike in the shop. No means total number of people that did not buy the bike in the shop. So we can as well come here, go to insert, click on pivot chart, then we can use column chart here. Yeah, we can use column charts to know total number of people that purchase the bike and those that did not purchase the bike. So you can see this now, right? So the first thing we need to do is remove all this just the way we normally do. Let me see. Hide all feed buttons. Come down here. I can say remove primary. Which one is horizontal? Which one is vertical? So I'm going to remove the vertical one, vertical axis. Yes. Leave the horizontal axis the way it is. Then remove grid lines. Then remove legend. Yes, but I will add data labels. But the type of data labels I will have, maybe I should do a call out. Yes. If I do call out, then this will not make sense. The married and single I have here will not make sense. So let me just do something I have here. Then can we do data table? Can I have a data table that shows every other thing that is happening? Another thing we can also do is to know the average salary men and women are male from male and the female. So that shows us the average salary they are getting from here, right? So we can also do that. So this is telling us the total number of counts and the likes, but we can as well not do this, leave this in terms of data table, right? And the next thing we can do is just to come here, just right click, come to format chart area, remove fill. Remember, then remove lines that will go here, right? Then you can just cut, then come to dashboard, then come to the dashboard, then you reduce it, you can bring it down here. Can you see? Aha. So we are done with this, right? So we can also come here, hold down your control key, then you can copy this and say client marital status. You can just say marital, it's not about marital status, married, I would like to say, marital status, right? Based on purchase. So that's too long, but yes, we can do that. Just reduce the size of the font. Marital status. Based on purchase. So I'll make it, yeah, I'll make it longer. Yeah. Marital status. So we come back to home. We can reduce this to 9 or 8. Yes. 8 is not bad. Make it bold. Can as well make it bigger a little bit. Instead of 8, 9 will also do. Let's see what 10 can do. If I stretch it, yes, 10 will also do a bit. So if 10 makes sense, right? So I can just reduce this, remove this. Then we have it here. So marital status based on purchase is also ready. Then we can have uh our legend. Our legend. So I'm trying to make sure I copy this, then drop it here. All right, so I think this color is no, the other one is yes. Right, so we can just quickly come here, press this, put this here. So we have no here. And we can also come here. We have yes. Aha, so we are done. So the next thing we need to do is what uh icons will fit whatever thing we are doing here. So let's go back to our browser. Then we close this. We just write marital status to give you icons relating to marital status. So which one do you think we can pick? Should we pick this? Should we pick ring? Should we pick whatever thing? What do you think we can pick? So please suggest for me, suggest. Lisa, talk. I want you to
Let's take this one with this pink stuff here.
this
This
ring,
first one here.
this one,
No, yeah, I think
this one.
yeah. But is it going with the color we are using, sir?
Yeah, I think so. Let's try it out. I'll just copy. So let's come back here. Let's Alpha.
It's good, sir.
Okay, makes sense. Since it's good, I think we are good to go. So we are done with that particular one. Can you see? Trying to do it gradually. So the next one is to fill up this. You go back, you come back here. So we've done this, we've done this. This is it. This is the next one we want to do. So what type of chart do you think we can use to get this right? You can also use a bar chart to make sure you get it right. So the first thing, remove the grand total. Just click on the grand total, right click, you see remove grand total. Do it again here, remove grand total. We are done. So we're going to come here and come to insert pivot chart. So we can use this. So this time around, we will be left with just yes. We want to like know the total number of people that are just purchasing the bike. We are not particular about the no aspect. So we can come here and remove this. We can just say you can come here, just do filter, then uncheck no, then click on OK. So you'll be left with yes alone. So with this, we can use our pivot, our bar chart again. Our bar chart will work wonders for us. So there's something I want to show us from here. So this is trying to show different people with different age range, but at the same time, this thing is not showing, it's not sorting them the way it should be sorted, right? So you can come back here and do sort A to Z, or we can also right click here and you will see sorting. Sorting from smallest to largest or largest to the smallest, depending, right? You can see the way it has sorted itself, right? So I can come back to my insert, pivot table. You can see everything is cool. If I want to do the other way around, yeah, you can also do that. I'm thinking anyone who feel like picking. So let's pick this 3D stuff. Uh, so the first thing we're going to do is to remove all the feed buttons. Remove all feed buttons. Come here. Remove the axis, the vertical axis. Then come here. Remove chart title. It becomes bigger right now. Then maybe we should remove grid lines. Can remove grid lines, but let's put the grid lines. Let's see how it goes. Then remove legend. Right. So another thing we can do here is we right click, just we normally do. Format chart area, no field, we want it empty. Then no line, no border line. Everything should be empty that way. Another thing is we want to have different colors for different categories here. How do we do that? So what we can do is just click, right? Double click on a single chart. So once you double click, you can come here and change the color to any color that we feel like changing it to. For example, I might want to have a shade of this particular color, right? Or a shade of this color. So I'm going to have the shade of this color. So let's do this. Come here. Uh, this, which is quite different. Come here. Um, this. Come here. This. Come here. The last one. Can you see? I have different colors, right? So I can just, once I'm done, I can just do cut it off, then come and paste it here. Then we can reduce it, then place it somewhere that we think will be good for us. So for example, I can still expand it a little bit and so it's going to be smaller. So what we can do is remove um there are two things we can do to this. Is either we remove this axis, then we make it smaller a bit. That's what we have it here. Make it smaller. Then we now have our legend that we now state all those things, right? Or we collapse this. We can collapse this, make this longer. Can make it longer a bit. Stretch this a bit. Stretch it again a bit. Stretch it again a bit. Then we can move this to that side. Yeah. So I can come back here, then bring in legend or bring in the axis that I talked about, then remove the vertical one. So it becomes smaller, right? I think what we can do is just remove this axis, then let's return our legend. So I can place my legend elsewhere.
It's better there.
What did you say?
No, I was like, it's better in the right hand side.
Oh, okay, makes sense. That's cool. Aha. So you can see the way we've been able to do it. So I can drag it a little bit down. Little bit down. Yup. Then I'll have a space for my title. So what's going to be the title here? Yeah, the title is going to be clients. What? Let's check. Clients.
Uh,
What's this? Where do you get this? Education. Is it education? Yeah,
Mm.
education. So you can just do client education, yeah? Just put education.
Ǹjẹ́ o tẹ́yìn bá ti rán fílẹ̀ o?
So, so client education, very key and important, you know? So I think we're done with this. So the next thing we are going to do is to check for a column or an icons that we can use, right? So let's come back here. I'm sure you are seeing it. Close. Icons. Can just put education here. So which one do you think we can pick? Should you pick this? Suggest, please. I need suggestion from your end.
Let's use the cap and the book.
Okay. This one, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. And let's come back here. Show you are seeing my screen. Then we have like let's say this is here.
Yes.
So I'm going to reduce it. So this thing I'm trying to do, I'm just doing it just for you to see that these things are easy and you can also do them. Very cozy. So can you see that it's gradually becoming what you used to see, right? It's gradually becoming what you used to see. So we can extend this a little bit just to fill up that space. So we are gradually coming between these to make function. Right. So the next one we want to do is come back to analysis. Then let's do this. So what this will give us is trying to show us the age range, right? This is trying to show us the age range. So what exactly do you think we need to do? The first thing is to remove the grand total here. Sometimes this grand total might be useful, but for us right now, we don't need it. Then, like I said, we can as well remove the no from the filter. Just click on this arrow down button. It gives you this. Then you click OK. So we are left with just yes, right? Because we now have different distribution, so we can also use pie chart to get this done. We can use pie charts to get this done. But this time around, our pie charts might not be the ones that we are used to, right? So we could just come here, do pivot charts, then come to pie charts. Then instead of using this, I can use this. Can you see? So we can use this to check our things, to check it right. So we can have like three different types of this, then we give it different colors. So see how I'm going to get these things done. Just look at it holistically and see how I'm going to get this done. The first thing is to remove all field buttons, right? Next thing is going to be remove this, right? Then perhaps we remove our legend. So don't forget, check these three colors, right? So this is the biggest, which is the youth, followed by the mid-age, then followed by this color. Youth, mid-age,
Age.
this color.
Old age.
How? So what I'm going to do right now is quite different. And I want to remove this legend. So I will make it bigger. Then format chart area, no fill, no line. Makes sense. All right. So what I want to do right now is I want to have another extra color, which is going to be extra. That is going to be something else. So I can use, say, white or a color that is closer to white. It might not necessarily be white, but closer to white. So I'm going to change this color. So I'm going to have like I'm going to like copy this and I have it like 3 times. This is one. This is another one that we have here. But this is what I'm trying to do. I will make it smaller so that it will enter here, and it's going to be at the center. So you will make sure we get it right here. Aha. So this is the last one. I'll make it smaller. So bring it here. Make it smaller a bit. Aha. So there are three things I want to do here. Uh, so I'll just say I want to get these three things together. Then come to page layout, alignment. So we can say everything should be centered. Yes. Then we can say everything should also distribute horizontally. Let's say distribute vertically. Let's see what vertically will do. Yeah. Okay, I think the sizes are also equal right now. Everything is perfect. Yes, everything is perfect right now. Aha. So like I was saying the other time, so I'm going to have like a color that would now be unique to every other color. We already know their colors, so we're going to use that color to signify, to differentiate between them. So for example, I have this color that we're going to use. So here, I will be using this color. So let's check. Let me see a deeper color. Yes, a deeper color will make sense. Yeah, this makes sense. So this also, we're using this color. So I already know this color to be, so I can change this color to say green. So this will be youth. Yes, youth. So the other one now, uh, so these ones, so, so I already know this is the last one that I'll be using. So this will be that color. This will be that color. Aha. So the second one now, okay, let me just cut this off. I will bring it back later. Aha. So this is what we want to remove. Uh, just this alone. Come here. Uh, make it this color. Then this, make it that color. Yeah. So I can do Ctrl V. Yeah. You can see. So I can now copy this, all this now. I just group them. Let me come here. Come to group, then group. So that will make it good, better. So I can just do this. Where do I really want to put it? Make it smaller, drag it up, make it smaller. Then we can use this place. Okay. Okay, you can see the problem there. Aha. I'm just trying to create space in between the lines. So that gives it a little bit avenue to work with. Small avenue to work with. So reduce it a little bit. Aha. Give it the lines. Yeah. So that makes sense. So I can delete this. Yeah. Okay. So that is it. So we can see. So I can have my legend very easily right now. I can have my legend done easily. So the first thing first is to bring this down there. So this will be client's age group, their age group, right? So our legend, which is going to be this. So you can just drop it here. So I'm trying to do the second one. Sorry about that. So I can just do Control V, Control this. So we already have the color size or color code we are working with. And what's the problem here? Aha. So I can come here, then change the color. So I know 3 colors I'm working with, right? So we can change the color here. Say format, we'll just do format shape. We'll do format shape. So the color I have, it's going to be green, blue. So this can be blue, right? This will be, say, green. Then
Awesome.
the last one, so this is the last one. So we can also do format shape here, then change it to the color that we used. So I think we use green, this, and this. Okay, so that's just it. I believe with this we'll be able to get it right. So I have green to be youth. So I can change this from female to say youth, right? Then yeah, from youth to mid-age. So I'm going to stretch it. Then Then from mid-age to old age. I think that was what we used. Old age. Yeah. So that is what is happening here. I can still bring this down. Oh, sorry. I can still bring this down. Then we can stretch it a bit too. Can stretch it like this too. Stretch it a bit too. So to give it more space, right? Oh, it has expanded. Okay. Okay, can you see now that we are gradually getting it right a little bit, right? Aha. So then next thing is just for us to go to and check age group. Let's check age group. Age group. Aha. Which one do you think we should pick?
Mm.
Yeah, pick one, please. Pick one, please. So let's pick this. Or which one?
It's okay.
Okay. Aha. Can you see? I make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. So it remains two, right? And I think we can also do this. So how do we now do this? So we have this, then this to place in those two ways, in those two places. So who can help me out to making sure we can get this done? Because I think it's only me and Absalam that we're talking. Abdurrahman, I'm sure you've been in class. Can you help me out in dealing with this? And yeah, dealing with this one. What type of chart do you think will use to analyze or to tell the story of this particular analysis that we've done here?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Sir, please, there is even a question I wanted to ask, sir.
Let's finish the class now. Like I said,
Okay, sir.
let's finish the
Okay,
class.
sir.
Into that. Yeah, you can help me out with this. You can help me out with this. You can help out with this. Okay, the first thing, like I said, we remove grand total. Here also we remove grand total. Where is it? Please remove grand total. Click on this arrow down button. No, yeah. We quickly do that for this one too. And click on this grand. So we are just after only yes, right? And we want to quickly uh be sure of whatever thing we are trying to do here. So I think we can also work with this. So we can use here we can use vertical bar chart to get this done. Vertical bar chart, where is it? Insert this. Then instead of using this, we can come here and do bar chart. Right? Can you see? Cool. Then, like I said, you can do it this way to work. If you want it to be uniform and people to see it, we can as well click that and do it again. Come here, just right click here. So do from largest to the lowest. So it has changed, right? So you come back to
Yes, sir.
let's do this, come to bar. Can you see? Then you click on OK. So first thing, remove all the feed buttons that we've got here. Then we can also remove the axis for
Oh,
the vertical, for the horizontal this time around.
vertical.
So the prices,
Right.
so this one will still remain, right? And we remove legend, right? And we can also remove grid lines. Yes, then we can remove title, chart title. It becomes
Ah,
better. So we come here, we'll do format chart area. We can do no fill. We'll do no line. I want you to please listen to this very well because you'll be the one to do the last one. That's going to be an assignment that we must complete, right? And
okay.
yeah, so please listen to this because I've got limited time. So I'm done. So I can, another thing we can do also is to change colors. Like I said, we can change color just the way we did the last one. So how do I change the color? This is it. Come here. So I can pick another line that we can use, right? We've been using green. I think we've used green. So we can use green, followed by this, followed by this, followed by this, and followed by this. So that's the green side. So I can just cut, then bring it here. Can you see? Can bring it here. So I can stretch it out. Can you see how stretched it can be? Aha. So So we can do it this way. Bring in this, yeah. So this is our client. What can we say it? Client, talking about profession, occupation, client, occupation, or profession. Can say occupation. So we can stop at that. So we already have the legends, right? So everything is perfect. So the next thing is just for us to bring in icons that will tell this particular story. So how do we do that? So we come back here again. You can just spread occupation. Can you see occupations? Um, Very easy. Have you? Well, one thing
Yes,
about this
sir.
particular thing we are doing is that once we keep graduating to the next two, we keep appreciating the body of work we've really done, the work that has been done in the data analysis, in the work of data analysis, making things seamless, right? So, and that's one thing I want you to understand. Please, let's check these things out again. Watch videos. You've not been looking at videos, you've not been watching videos. If you watch the videos, I can bet it with you, you understand better. It might seems difficult right now because maybe perhaps you are hearing this for the first time. You please pick an icon for me. Please pick any of the icons.
The man in the suit with the big.
Which one is that? It's this one, right?
No,
This
this
one.
one. Yes.
Okay. So it might look difficult right now, and that's because some of us are just hearing this for the first time, and it might sound somehow. So I can, if you are resilient and you watch the video over and over and over again, yeah, I can bet it with you, you'll get it right. You get it right. And if you ask the right questions, like I said, you're just a chat away. I'm just a chat away from you, right? And can get these things done better. Ask any question as regards whatever thing we are trying to do, you get it right. All right. So the last one is going to be, I'm going to give you as an assignment to please, which means you're going to replicate everything we've done so far in class. At the same time, you finish up with these assignments. At the same time, we can even split it into two. If you think this is going to be very big, split it into two, something like this. Then we can have another one like this. Yes, which is what I emphasize to. So we can also have extra two to work with, or bring this down. Then I can bring in what the last one I'm going to teach you. I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to teach us how to use what we called slicers. So what do you mean by slicers? Slicers are very important or user-friendly tools that we use to making sure, or we making sure our dashboard is interactive. It's not just stagnant, it is interactive, right? And this is what we normally use to get that done, right? This is what we normally use to get that done. There are things that I need to do here. First, even giving the values of these things, I think is very important. The values of these things are also very important. So let me quickly come back here. Do plus, then data labels. Yeah. Can you see? Very important. It gives it more light. Here also, same thing. Data labels. Give it the values. Yeah. So which makes more sense, right? So the next thing we want to do is doing slicers, right? So what do we mean by slicers? Slicers are very, very important filters. It makes our dashboard interactive, right? And how do we do that? We can't use slicers if you don't have pivot table. So you click on the pivot table, right? Come here, then you come and click on slicers. So once you click on slicer, this drop down button or this dialog box pops up. So once it pops up, it's showing that you want to link these slicers with what? We have inside slicer. What do you really want to inside now? This time around, I want to check for regions, right? I want to check for regions. So I don't really have a table for region here, but I want to check for region. So if I pick region like this, I can click on OK, right? It shows me all the regions that I have here. You can see it shows me all the regions that I have here. So and once I click on this, you will see that the values will change. So total number of clients I have in Europe is 300. Total number of clients I have in North America is 508. Total number of clients I have from Pacific region is 192. Can you see that? But if I want to clean it, I will just do this. However, I can also do some settings with this, right? So I can come here, click on these slicers, and I have different colors. I can check different colors. Then I can change this from region to any other region settings I want to do. You can have this color that if this is the color I want to use. And that thing is, I want to know the number of columns. So this is saying I can have one column. I can increase it to 2 or 3 columns, right? Once I increase it to 3 columns, then the height can be increased depending on what I want, right? Can you see? Depending on what we want. If you want it like this, if this is what makes sense. Right. If it is not, we can also come back to slicers, change this back to 1 column, just the way we normally do. Then drag it down. Then we can also reduce it. Can you see? Reduce it. The same time, then you can do any other thing you want to do with it. So, but the question now is, I can click it. You might not really understand what we're doing here right away. Yeah. So I can just cut it off from here, then come back to dashboard and come and place it here. So let me just place it here for now. If I place it here and I click on Europe alone, it's only this that is changing. Whereas this is not what I want. I want once I click on Europe, I want everything to change. Even the average income should change. The total number of male, number of female, the marital status, everything should change. How do I get to do that? Right? Very easy. What I can do is just to click on these slicers again, then come to report connections. Please note. Come to where? report connections. So from here,
Report connection.
yeah, so from here, I will just click on all the pivot tables I've got to connect, which means connect these particular slicers to all the pivot table I've done, right? Which means once I'm done and I click on OK, if I now click on Europe, you will see everything will change. The total average income from Europe is this. Total number of clients that we know is this. The total gender, client's gender is 136 to 164. Marital status, you can see it has changed. Client age group has also changed. So another thing that you need to do here is to put in values, right? To put in the values here, right? So which I think is very cool. But what we are used to, we can also put in values. I can bring in those values directly, right? And the value will keep changing. I can bring in those values directly, and the values will keep changing. It's possible to bring the values directly and keep changing, just the way we normally do. But that is not the issue. You will see these values changes. These also will change. Let me go to North America. Just check. Keep your eyes on this all the time. Everything will also change. Can you see? So I can start using this to tell a story. Like in North America, we have 508 clients that has come to our office. The average income is 62,000. We have total number of male to be 269, total number of female to be 239. The marital status as against what we know is this. But of course, we can get things done better, right? So I think it's important for us to also look into this, look into that. So I'm trying to let you know that this slicers does a whole lot of things for us, right? It's making this particular work more interactive, right? So we can expand it depending on what we really want to do. However, I can change, like I said, I can change this to 3 columns, then I expand it. This is one, right? We can go back again, go back here. Then let's check again. So here, let's come back to utilizers, and once everything comes back to normal, this value also comes back to normal. Can you see? So we can check again. Go to insert. Let's do slicers again. Right. Then this time around, we've done region. What should we do again? We can do uh which one again do you think we can do? If I have done, as if I've done a salary group, I will have said, okay, let's check a first salary group. So we can do,
Income.
we've done, income cannot work because income has a very lengthy, it's just like age, right? As we have done an income group, that will have worked better. Another thing is, yeah, maybe we should do gender. We've done gender, of course, with the bar chart. We can also do gender again. We only have male and female, just for us to check again to confirm what we're doing better, right? And this time around, we can also make it bigger. How do I mean? Click on this slicer and make it bigger in terms of the size of these things, right? Can make it bigger in terms of the size of these things. So how do we do that? So you'll see the height of the columns. Can you see? So you can make it bigger. Can make it bigger. Then even the width can also be bigger. Okay. I want to make it bigger just for us to see. So then everything is perfect here. I think everything is perfect here. We can get it right. So, like I said, I think this color is new, is normal. So I can change this color to another color. So maybe to another color. So let's check this color. Let's check if this will work. Come back here. paste it here, then reduce this. Right? You can reduce this. If you have any other thing you want to do, you can make it just this way. And make it just this way. Then come back here with so let's reduce every other thing that we've been doing here. So so you can reduce every other thing that we're doing here, then we are good to go. Can you see? We have gender, we have this. Then the next thing we need to do is also do report formats. We need to report this thing also. Report connections. So we want to report all these to all the connections that we've done. Now we will click on how many people do you have in Europe? 300. So in Europe, how many males do we have? Of course, it's going to be 136 male, right? So let's check male. Can you see? 136 male. Can you see? All the males, this is what they've got. In terms of the age group, this is the age group of the males, right? And in terms of married and not to married for males, this is it. In terms of the education, this is it. In terms of occupation, this is just for male. For females, let's check. Can you see? It becomes, this thing now makes it more interactive for even if you are explaining to stakeholders in terms of what you've seen or you've gotten. Of course, it should be more interactive. You can easily ask questions and they will also want to take you back and see what is happening, what has happened, and how do you intend to make sure we get things right. Do you understand? Which I think is very, very key. And the design here might not be cool. I can turn this back to normal one, then bring it, increase it like this, right? And reduce this, then bring this to its side. Very easy. So I can come here and increase this, yeah, to the size. So you can see that everything becomes cool and better. We're back to normal. So your assignment is going to be replicate all these things that you've done. Then show me this. Put the last one here, the analysis of this, and put it, where is it? This particular analysis. You still have a whole lot. This particular analysis, right? This analysis, put it there, put it here, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so any questions so far? I'm sure someone said he has a question earlier. Sadiq, is Sadiq there? Okay, I think he has left. So no problem. So the video is going to be made available. I want you guys to please check, watch it over and over again. And if you have any question, please let me know. Some people submitted the assignment, not everybody submitted the assignment. But those that submitted, I would want to give you a feedback personally. So try and get back to me, please. Those that submitted the assignment, please get back to me. I'm going to give you your feedback and I'll ask you. And yeah, of course, you have more time to discuss about what we've done so far and where you are not getting it right. Thank you and have a wonderful night, Trust.